hear it raining. I can hear it raining.
Oh, that's nice.
You know what? I wonder if it's purple rain.
Purple rain, purple rain.
Wow, that's crazy. You actually know that song.
I don't know the rest of it.
Well, that's all you have to know.
Yeah. Kim used to have a purple hairbrush, so we would go, purple brush, I want to brush my hair right now with the purple brush. Purple brush, purple brush.
Man, that is a great song. We need to do that song too. I love the purple brush.
From the artist formerly known as Prince.
Formerly. Yeah, he was just a symbol.
Yeah, you can't even pronounce it.
You can't even pronounce it. It's yeah. You know, in that song though, when he does, you know it though, you know it, love you, whatever he does in there, I mean, that hurts my throat.
Yeah.
How do people do that?
I don't know. He's such a little man, too.
He was a little man.
He's a wee little man.
He's a wee little man. A wee little man was he.
Prince
Is he
was
around?
a wee little man. Hey everybody, I am Chuck Rogers and my very good friend Keith Dunn, and together we are Tabletop Coffee, where we talk about how to do life by being bold and
Never bitter.
ever bitter.
Never bitter.
Especially at Thanksgiving time.
Man, I had a good day today.
Yeah? What was good about it?
Well, it was long, like normal, and everything went wrong, but it was still good.
I'm glad I didn't spit on you.
Yeah, it was still good.
It was a great day. Everything went wrong.
Everything went wrong, but my clients were. I was with a new client today. I've been with, done a little bit of work with them.
Yeah.
But you talk about being thankful. I was thankful, even though everything was going wrong, that they had a great attitude through the process.
Oh, we're talking about
Thankfulness.
Thankfulness.
Yeah. So anyway, we're talking about thankfulness tonight, and I know it's Thanksgiving. It's getting close to Thanksgiving, and a lot of people will have a family tradition where they'll go around the table and talk about what people are thankful for. But I find that it's really important throughout the entire year to give thanks for the things that are going well in your life. And not only the things that are going well in your life, but things that you take for granted.
I was thinking about this when you brought it up a few days ago about this whole piece about Thanksgiving. I started thinking about it and doing some reading about it. Are there benefits to being thankful? Or if so, what are the benefits to being thankful?
I would think so, because there are benefits to your health and well-being, and to people around you when you're more positive. So I would think if you're putting yourself in a thankful state, that you would tend to lean towards more positive.
Yeah. I read an article by Jeffrey J. Froha, F-R-O-H-A. I'm probably myrtleizing the poor man's name.
I think it's Froha. I'm pretty sure it's
Froha.
it's a Klingon name. Froha.
I think you're probably right.
Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Yeah.
Klingon. That's great. And he did some writing about it. In his article, he referenced another gentleman by the name of Emmons about a definition of gratitude. So gratitude is experienced when people receive something beneficial. It is the appreciation one feels when somebody does something kind or helpful.
Yeah.
Gratitude has been defined as a sense of thankfulness and joy in response to receiving a gift, whether the gift be a tangible benefit from a specific other, or a moment of peaceful bliss evoked by natural beauty. So it's kind of this attitude of gratitude, a feeling that comes over you due to receiving some gift. So I thought that maybe we could go ahead and maybe give a top 10 list for various ways to show gratitude to people.
Like a David Letterman top 10 list.
Top 10 list, yeah.
Okay, so number 10.
Have a gratitude blowout.
What does that mean?
Well, I think maybe where you just sit down and just write till you can't think anymore.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
Great
so just
idea.
have a gratitude blowout. In fact, I've done this.
Yes.
you and I met with Mark Fesmeyer,
Yes.
and Mark suggested that we do it. He said to sit down and write out all the things that you were just really thankful for and grateful for.
I remember that.
And I did. And then after that, he said to turn around and write down all the things that were bothersome to you as well.
Yep.
And I did that.
Okay.
And I can't remember the exact time, but I was totally blown away at how long it took me to write down all the things that I was really, truly grateful for.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it was like 4 times as long.
Right.
And then it was like over an hour. It may have even been 2 hours. I cannot remember. I know there's a big difference between 1 and 2 hours.
Yeah.
But it was at least an hour. And then it took me maybe 15 minutes to write down all the things that were bothersome to me. So I was totally blown away at how lopsided the scale was. So one of the suggestions that I have is to do a total gratitude blow up. Just write down all the things that you're grateful for. See what
I
happens.
really like that.
Yeah.
All right. So, number 9, keep a gratitude journal.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, man. Keep a gratitude journal. And I actually do this.
Do you really?
I do. I write
I did
down.
not know that.
Yes, I do. I keep track of that. And I do it inside of OneNote. And I mark down. I don't do everything. I'm not a big, huge journal writer. One of the things I do note is something that is just fantastic and has just gone so well, and I'm so thankful for. You know,
Nice.
I wrote, it wasn't that long ago, I was thankful for, you know, Lindsay, and I wrote down this journal entry about Lindsay and her going to Virginia Tech for her second year and getting into the marching band program.
Right.
And I was so thankful for that because she was going for the drum line and her primary instrument is the clarinet. And for her to have not played the drums for a year and a half and to go in and make the drum line,
She's
how
an impressive
cool.
kiddo, man.
Yeah, so that was one of many things that I've
That's
written
what I
down.
was going to say. Lindsay's like low-hanging fruit. I mean,
Yeah.
you can be very grateful about so much.
Ashley's the same way. Ashley and Kyle, I write down different things, and Lisa, I write down all kinds of things in the journal about different things that I'm thankful for.
I did not know you did that.
Yes, I do.
I'm not surprised you do it in OneNote, but
Yeah. Oh, OneNote. I couldn't live without OneNote. You know, my brain, it just oozes into OneNote. Without it, I wouldn't know what to do. So there's
that's
number 9.
number 9. Number 8 is write to one person each week expressing how grateful you are for them.
Ooh. You know, that's a great idea, and I've not done that before.
Yeah, it's a great idea. It's just difficult to follow through on. I actually purchased some stationery
Okay.
and some small envelopes, kind of a stationery card. And I have done that, but I haven't done it every week.
Right.
And it totally blows the people away.
Yeah.
You know, I remember one time I was my friend Gary Sipsey is a great therapist here in town, and so I was very grateful for the impact that Gary has had on my life, offering me just great nuggets of things over time. Anytime Gary talks, you know, if we're at breakfast, I grab a napkin. I'm just writing stuff down because he says stuff that just really grabs me. I'm grateful for that. So Gary has just made so many impressions on me in so many ways. And so he was one of the people that I sent a letter to right away. So
Okay.
I encourage people to get some stationery, get some envelopes, get some stamps, and to do that. But
Right.
it doesn't have to be on paper.
But you have such a wonderful way with words anyway.
Oh, thank you.
I envy people who are able to put their words down in such a way that it can invoke emotion. You know, you do that. Lisa is fantastic with writing, and so she can do that as well. But man, yeah, anytime I read an email that comes from you, there's just so much to it because you're a storyteller.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really great. Number 7, send a gift
Ooh.
to someone to whom you're grateful.
Well, that's a great idea.
Yeah, it is a great idea.
I think I'll do that.
Yeah, I think that was great. I had that happen this week.
Yeah.
I had somebody show gratitude to me. We do all of Chuck has his business, and we're an IT firm. So that's really how Chuck and I started
Was.
hanging out together. I asked Chuck out to coffee, of course, tabletop coffee.
Right.
And that's how we built our friendship. We take care of his IT work for his company, and yeah, we get an edibles, this really nice red bag. These people deliver this thing, and it's really thick. It's nice. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then this nice box and 12 chocolate covered strawberries inside of it. It was fantastic. It was so nice. I thought that was just so sweet and so thoughtful to receive that, and it meant so much to Rob. I could see it on his face.
Yeah,
It
he
was
sent
very
me.
cool.
He sent me an email and thanked
did
me.
he?
Thanked
Okay.
me for my thankfulness.
Okay, that's
as well.
cool.
Yeah, I was hoping that it would be meaningful, and so I did that. I was preparing for our time tonight, and the truth is that had been on my to-do list. I'll bet for more than a year.
Oh, wow.
In
Okay.
my to-do list in my Outlook, I had this thing called the berry blessing, and so I was
That's
going to
cool.
send. Actually, I was going to send Sherry's berries
Okay.
out to people when I experienced something and wanted to express my gratitude.
Right.
And you guys were first on my list, but it had been there for, gosh, I know more than a year.
Okay.
And so then I was kind of going through, doing some reading, preparing for our time tonight.
Right.
And then I was thinking about, how do you show gratitude to people? And, maybe one is to send a gift, which we'll talk a little bit in a bit. And so I thought, there's the Sherry's Berries thing. And so I thought, rather than continue to think about the idea of sending you guys some chocolate-covered berries, I should actually go ahead and do it. It's doing nobody any good to just have the thought about doing it. And so I pulled it up, but there's no Sherry's Berries in Lynchburg, and I wanted it delivered that day. So
Okay.
I went to Edible Arrangements and had them send it over.
Okay.
So that was wise, because I was actually preparing for this talk. So it's like I need to do stuff rather than just think about stuff.
Well, it was well received, and it just means something.
Yeah.
To get something like that, it's
It
just
is.
neat.
Oh, so number 6, in the midst of a difficulty, find something to be grateful about. Find something about which you are grateful.
Right, and that kind of goes back to what we were talking about right before we went into the top 10 list. If you're dealing with some type of chronic pain or illness, or, I talked about what happened with Lisa and I, and you're struggling through this, but you don't want to stay down in the mud all the time.
Right.
And you really need to crawl out and try and find something to be thankful for.
I actually did this one.
Okay.
I've done plenty of stuff wrong in my lifetime. I
Yes.
did this one right probably a week or so ago. Remember I had the flat tire?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
No, I'd only had my tires on for 1,100 miles. And my tire was going down, so I pulled in the Hyundai dealership here in Lynchburg. It was 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I felt
Right.
so bad. I was like, I'm so sorry. It's 4 o'clock. I'm just coming in, but I got a tire going down. And I said, it's got a screw in it. So they came out and looked at it. But it was just on the corner. There was the tread, and then there's the sidewall, and it was part of the screw was in each.
Yeah.
And so they just couldn't do it. They said for safety reasons, they just could not plug it.
Right.
And so I had to leave my car there that night. My wife come and get me. Kim came and got me.
Right,
and
I
they-
remember.
they- because they didn't have a tire, get the next day. So that was extremely unpleasant. That wasn't bad. It was just unpleasant.
Okay.
And I remember consciously thinking about being grateful
Right.
that they were able to take care of me, see the problem, get a tire on order that night. They would have it in the next day. My wife has another car that works. She came
Sure.
and got me, took me home. She took me to work the next day. That I had the money to buy a new tire.
Right.
Because, and I didn't, charge card comes out, pays for it, boom, done.
Right.
And there have been times in my life when I didn't have money to do things. You pay for
I
gas
remember
with
those
change.
days.
you know?
Right.
I'm so grateful that I'm not in that place anymore. So in this instance, fortunately, I did this one well. I was able to be grateful in the midst of something that wasn't very pleasant.
Oh, that's great. Yep. Very good. That's a great top 10 list.
I love that.
Of gratefulness.
I really did.
Yeah, so that's good. But we only covered the first 5 this week. We'll cover the other 5 next week.
Yeah. These are really great.
Yeah, they are great. So be sure to subscribe.
Mhm.
Click that bell so that you're notified when the next video comes out, because you want to see those last 5. And
Like it.
like it. Share us with your friends. Until next time.
Thanks, y'all.